Wasting no time, jumping into the action.
And it's going to be a whole lot of action, a fatal four-way
featuring competitors from all over the world. This man Jaxon has been kicking a lot of ass over in Europe, and I'm looking forward to seeing him do the exact same here tonight at ECCW Ballroom Brawl.
220 pounds from Dallas, Texas, Jaxon Stone, everybody!
Jaxon Stone, we saw compete last year with ECCW multiple times, but tonight he's got to prove himself on the grandest stage that ECCW has to offer. This is Ballroom Brawl.
And he's certainly in there with no slouches. A prime opportunity to continue to make an impact here in the very first match of night 2 of Ballroom Brawl, and you can feel it. There's a frenzy in the air. This is a very hot crowd last night, and I believe that they are just as fired up right now. And speaking of someone who's never fired up,
see, that's what he wants you to believe. Daniel Makabe comes out with a calm, cool, collected, like, just way about him, and then as soon as the bell rings, next thing you know, your arm's twisted 12 waves from Sunday. Daniel Makabe is here as well to make an impact.
From New Westminster, British Columbia. Wrestling genius, Daniel Makabe.
I am quite familiar with Daniel Makabe, and I am quite excited about this matchup.
He's kind of a glib fella, isn't he?
I've seen him happy once on Twitter, I think. The next. Are out here in the Commodore Ballroom as the Lucha Ghoul is making his way into Ballroom Brawl.
80 kilos from Seattle, Washington, the Lucha Ghoul, Sonico!
Hot off an awesome tour with Noah in Japan, Sonico is back here in North America and looking to dominate the wrestling scene.
What I'm most looking forward to in this match is the contrast of styles.
Yes.
I mean, each of these men that we've seen so far approach professional wrestling in entirely different ways. Not just by their demeanor, but by their in-ring capabilities as well. This is going to be a very difficult match to get one up on your opponent because each person brings something totally different to the table.
And speaking of totally different, here's the man that loves to party, and this party style is definitely going to keep the rest of his other opponents on their toes during this matchup. Because as much as he loves to party, he loves to collect W's.
What the fuck though?
Ladies and gentlemen, the final participant in this four-way match, 261 pounds from Fergie.
I feel like the one last night was a gimmick there, and that one wasn't. That was a lot more foam.
Would you believe me if I told you that that's not Fergie's first drink of the day?
I believe it.
I heard that Fergie was up all night partying after his victory at Ballroom Night 1. He may not have slept yet.
And something tells me for any other wrestler that would be a disadvantage, but for Fergie, that might help the man. Whoa.
Party animal. Fergie once told me that sleep was for the weak. I'd rather have a drink. And I think that about sums him up here to begin this matchup.
I may have spoken too soon. I think Fergie might be a little bit tired there. Maybe feeling the effects from last night's shenanigans. And I'm not talking about the matchup he was in.
Well, there's the bell. This fatal four-way is started up.
It's official. Night 2 of Ballroom Brawl has begun, and Stone just blasted Fergie right in the party parts. And Makabe on the receiving end of a nice kick from Sonico. Stone now takes Sonico to the corner. Sonico counters the Irish whip, sends Stone, who goes up and over the lucha ghoul into the ropes. Sonico looking for a clothesline. Stone has other plans. Bam! And that involves a shoulder block.
Stone is obviously in incredible shape. He's a tremendous athlete.
Fact. But so is Sonico. We mentioned earlier, hot off a tour of Noah in Japan. Back in North America and taking names is Sonico. Uh-oh. We're about to see the Lucha Ghoul do what he does best, and that is get some height. Whoa! Woo!
Sonico's showing no regard for his own safety, but I guess he had it well planned out because he's standing after that tremendous move. But look at Makabe behind him.
Connects with the big unit punch, almost knocks the mask off of Sonico, if not halfway around, and brought into the ring the hard way by Fergie. Now this right here has to be the polar opposite of wrestling styles here. The self-proclaimed wrestling genius Daniel Makabe and the Prince of Party Fergie just did a pop and lock reversal with a little thrust. No biggie.
Maybe Makabe would be a little bit happier if Fergie took him out partying after the show.
I don't think Makabe's ever been happy. Oh! Things are getting nasty up in here, boys.
And I don't think Fergie showered since at least 2019.
At least. Oh! And that is more than double unfortunate for Daniel Makabe.
Uh-oh.
That's one way to get pink eye. But Stone breaking up the fun, breaking up the shenanigans. Sends Fergie into the corner. Wow, what a northern lariat right to the back of the head.
Well, you can tell that Stone certainly came to win this match. He's not fooling around. He's not making anything pretty, just hard offense.
Fergie remembers Makabe still in the corner. Took his eyes off of Stone for 1 second too long. Wow, what an amazing move.
Jaxon Stone applied his entire body weight to both Fergie and Makabe and still got a count of 2 from standing.
Sonico cuts off Stone at the pass. What does the Lucha Ghoul have in mind now as he sends Stone into the corner? Uh-oh, placed up in a very, very bad place, Peter. Oh, and unfortunately, he can get Stratisfaction.
Boy, this Stone is very, very impressive so far. He's really had his way with, oh my goodness!
What a unique fall-away slam. I've never seen anything like that. Oh, I've never seen anything like that. I thought the Lucha Ghoul's days were numbered. Oh, Stone getting in the face of referee Kendall Marie, thinking about it again for Makabe, but he has other plans! STF!
What a beautiful counter move by Makabe, but Fergie right there, that's the dangerous element of these fatal four-way matches. You can barely cinch in a move or get any kind of offensive pressure, and you got one other person or two right on your tail, and look at this.
Speaking of 2, he's doubling up on the STF, using Sonico's arm to choke Fergie out.
An absolute genius maneuver.
He's the wrestling genius for a reason. Daniel Makabe almost tapped out 2 members of this fatal four-way. Thankfully, Jaxon Stone was able to save it, and this matchup continues our opening contest here at night 2 of Ballroom Brawl.
Well, it's interesting. We've had Stone try to pin 2 guys. We've had Makabe try to submit 2 guys. Boy, everyone's thinking that this match could be a launching pad for 2020 to really get the cylinders firing on your career. Uh-oh. You don't want to get into a chopper match with Fergie. Oh, my.
Peter, the straps are down, and Makabe, Peter, I think he likes it. And the bachelorette party has arrived as the woos echo throughout the Commodore Ballroom.
Fergie and Stone just teeing off in their respective corners.
Ooh, nice uppercut. Follows it up with a beautiful big boot. Jaxon Stone. Like you said, you take your eyes off of one member of this matchup, one of your opponents, and you end up feeling it. Just like this.
Oh my goodness.
Ouch. Innovative move by Sonico right into the Dragon Supple, and the Lucha Ghoul with a buzzsaw kick, maybe taking home this matchup. Did he get him?
Sonico looking like he's on absolute fire right now. With a flurry of offense that would have put a normal man away.
But everybody knows Jaxon Stone is not a normal man. And Sonico now stacking them up, one after another. Oh, but Stone just dumped the Lucha Ghoul to the floor, and I think Stone was even a little surprised at how far he tossed Sonico there and ate a drop kick. And Makabe!
But Makabe popped right back up, and now he's on the top turnbuckle.
Missile drop kick by the wrestling genius. 1, 2, no! Amazing.
Fergie, just in the nick of time, was able to interrupt the count.
Uh-oh. Nice counter by Makabe, getting out of the full Nelson. You had to think that Fergie was thinking about breaking some booty there. Ow. Well, that's one way to inflict some. No! I was about to say that was one way to inflict some damage, and that was one way to counter that. Little arm breaker for Makabe's troubles, and Stone.
Oh no.
Sonico makes the save. Sonico fires away. Nice kick. I believe it's good. But the Lucha Ghoul is not done yet, Peter. What does he have in mind?
Tremendous opportunity right now as Sonico's the only man standing. Stone's lying in wait on the mat. Makabe struggling on the outside. Now he's got Sonico's foot.
Makabe knows if the momentum gets going with Sonico and he starts flying around this ring, there's not a lot of things you can do to stop him. Ooh, wait a minute. The Lucha Ghoul now turning the tables on Makabe, who has climbed the top rope.
But here comes Stone again to interrupt. And now both men in a precarious position on the top rope.
This is not where you want to be for any of these guys.
Uh-oh. Fergie's got bad ideas in mind. Oh! Fergie getting a measure of revenge from the opening of the match.
And Makabe and Sonico hit the floor as Fergie locks it in. Bam! Brown eye busted.
1, 2, 3.
Amazing. What a way to set the pace for tonight's action.